at this rod right here, guys. We hooked up. First fish of the day here. I'm actually, right now, I'm spot locked. I am fishing a river bend today with my friend Daniel. We were doing some drifting. He is hung up here in front of me. So I hit the spot lock to just wait on him while he gets himself unsnagged and my rod goes down. This one here has eaten a skipjack head. And I don't know how good a fish he's going to turn out to be. I think he's probably going to be one of these that's using the current to feel bigger than he is. We'll see when we get him up here. We do have a little bit of flow out here today, moving about 0.7, 0.8 where we're at here, so we're going to be able to cover some water, get a good scent trail going downstream, and hopefully get on some big fish today. This one here is one of them old, we'll call him a fun sizer. He's got a big gut on him. He's thick, buddy. Well, let's land him, get number one in the kayak. All right, I gotta be careful with this one here. That hook is going through the bottom jaw there. It makes it easy to get a hook in the finger. I don't want that. Now, this fish gave us a bait back, and that right there is what he eats, skipjack. Daniel over here with Catfish Sumo, he hooked me up with bait today. Got some fresh skipjack, and this one right here gobbled it up. Almost feel like I'm back to even because I had a fish strip my hook a little while ago. So in fact, we getting that one back. We're getting one fish per bait, hopefully. Hopefully not one fish per 3 or 4 baits like on a lot of my trips. But that's number one, y'all. I'm gonna let him go. There he is waving by. And Daniel, are you unsnagged now? All right, well, I'm beating Daniel on the fish. He's beating me on the snags. And we're going to get our drift started again. Like I was mentioning, we just on a river bend here. This makes a long, almost U-shaped bend here. There's a couple of creeks that feed into this section of the river. So right now I'm in 47 feet here where I'm at. The depth's going to kind of vary, and we'll adjust our baits up and down accordingly. Going to be suspend fishing today, so all the baits will be down directly under the kayak, raised up just a couple feet off bottom. Now we're going to cover some water out here and hopefully find a whopper. Let's do it. The front rod just got hit. Yeah, buddy. Well, he's going to pull too now. Look at that. Slip my light on. I don't know if I need that light right now. It's starting to get a little bit of daylight out here. We got out here right before dawn. And it's kind of foggy out here on the river today. Folks, this one here's going upstream, buddy. It's a good fish. That's what I come down here to catch today. I'm a long ways from home. I'm fishing with my buddy Dan. How long has it been since we fished together, Dan? About a year?
Maybe.
Somewhere thereabouts. He lives down south of me. And so we don't get to fish together often, but I'm in his neck of the woods today, and we'll see if we can get a good one. I feel like this one here definitely better than the last one I got anyway. This one also ate a piece of skipjack. I've got, on my 4 rods, I've got 3 of them baited with skipjack and 1 with about a half a white bass. Daniel's got a bunch of fresh skipjack for us to use today, so definitely want most of my rods with that. But I did have some white bass left over from my last trip, so I thought I'll put one on. Always good to have a variety. Oh, he's still gonna pull. He ain't done. Yeah, buddy, this is gonna be a quality fish right here, y'all. They take and drag this far into the fight. That's a good one. Ironically, I had kind of moved off of this ledge a little bit. We're following the edge of the channel as we drift along, and there's a light breeze, and it had kind of pushed me out toward the river there, and I was backing up to get back in position, and that's when this fish hit. I'll get him up here in a second. I gotta be getting close. I feel him rolling. I think it's definitely a blue. He's just kind of going where he wants to go, man. At least he's towing me toward Daniel over there. We might actually get him in the shot today. You gonna catch any fish to get on the video today, Daniel, or you just gonna let me catch them all? He's a good fishing guide, folks. He's done put me on a good one right here.
I did bring a banana.
He did. He brought a banana. Y'all know that's bad luck. That's why I'm catching them and he ain't. I was smart enough to forget my snacks at home. I may starve to death out here, but by gosh, I'll be catching the fish while he sits over there and watches me eating his banana. Daniel, I think this is a good fish.
Trying to stay out of your line.
No, you're fine. I know he's kind of pulled us off here where we want to be. Watch me get him up here and he'd be foul hooked or something. Be a fish I've snagged in the tail while I was trying to get back in position.
3-pounder.
He's still pulling though. I ain't even got to look at him yet. I'm just hanging on, folks, and I'm letting him do his thing. He ain't done. I sure don't want to bring this fish in full of energy and be flopping around here in this kayak. He needs to pull me back that way, get me back over there on that ledge where we want to be. I'd like to see these other 3 rods go down. All right, folks, there he is. Finally got him up here and subdued a little bit. That is a whopper blue cat right in the corner of the mouth, right where you want to get him. And he was a heck of a fight. Okay, let's get him in here now. Yeah, buddy. This is what I was hoping to get, folks. This is what makes the 2-hour road trip from the house worthwhile right here. There's a clear difference in the quality of the fish the further south you go along the Tennessee River. And I fish up at the very top of it, Fort Loudon, there in Watts Bar. And this right here, buddy, is one of them good fish that I had hoped to get into today. We're about 30 minutes into this trip and I already got one. Hey Daniel, it's your turn now.
Bigger and better.
All right, man. He was a heck of a fight. He just kept going, kept taking drag. I'm probably going to have to edit out 3 or 4 minutes of the fight there just to keep people from clicking off the video on this one fish. But I sure enjoyed it. All right. There he is. Let's send him home. He'll get even bigger. He'll be here next time I come back. See ya, buddy. All right, man. That's awesome. That's worth the trip down here. That one fish, folks. But we ain't done. We got a long ways to go. So I'm gonna get another bait on there. I'm gonna get repositioned. That fish is pulling me way out. But what we're doing, like I said, we're drifting this bend and we're just right on the edge of it, right where it starts to come up off the bottom. And just trolling that brake line all the way, or drifting that brake line all the way down through here, adjusting our baits up and down as the depth changes. And you cover a big enough stretch of a main channel ledge or river bend like this, you're usually going to run into some active fish. We got us a good one right there, so let's get back to it. All right, folks, let's start talking the camera here. He's got it. I thought it was a little one when he hit it. We'll pick up on him and find out here. He may not be as small as what I thought he was initially. My rod tip was kind of wavering as it took off, so that's typically what them small ones do. We'll get him up here and find out. We've covered a long stretch of water here in between fish. Me and Daniel have had nothing going on for 30 minutes or more probably. Like I've mentioned so many times before, on these ledges and bends and stuff like this, you just gotta cover water. Fish could be anywhere along through up here, traveling along, so the more ground you cover, the more your odds are of running into them. And I've run into this one here. He's not as big as the last one, but I'll take him, man. It's action. Oh, quit. No. Done threw my bait off too, doggone you, hide. No. Well, folks, there he is. He's a large dink, maybe a small fun sizer. He's thick for his size. Let's let him go. All right. Well, Daniel, it's your turn again.
All right.
Daniel caught one. It did make it on video, folks. I can't zoom on this camera. It's too far away. I definitely couldn't zoom in that far on as small a fish as it was anyway. Guys, right here, that's a slow takedown. I think that might be a good fish. It's gonna pull a little bit. I don't know, we'll see here. Usually when you get a slow takedown where you just see your rod just slowly going down, that's oftentimes big fish do that. Usually them dinks hit it and start immediately just rolling. But this one here, he don't feel like he's the size of the fish I was expecting when I saw the rod go down. Me and Daniel just sitting here talking, and all of a sudden you see a rod just doubling over. Uh-oh, there goes his rod too. We own some fish right here, folks. This one here, he's not going to live up to the takedown. Daniel's ain't either, he says. Got me excited though, got the heart rate up. Well, there's mine. That's another fat dink, man. Even the small fish down here have got some size to them. Look at the belly on that thing. I'm gonna send him on there. Daniel's over there working on his right now. While he's dealing with that, I'll show you here on my graph what I'm talking about. So right here's the edge of the channel. This is a steep drop right here. You can see right here is where the bank, and it comes down at a very steep angle. And we're just right on the edge of it here, right where you got the kind of the flat area of the river bottom, and it really comes up sharp. We're on the edge of that. That's where we're at. We're going all the way around this bend and all the way down this ledge here. So,
Just a little dude.
Daniel, I told you I can't zoom in. How the hell are they gonna see that? Is that a Catfish Sumo heavyweight champion fish? That one don't measure up, does it? I'm gonna give him hell all day, folks. I'm gonna send another hunk of skipjack down. That's what that last fish eat. Daniel over here was so kind to supply me with bait today. He's the one that makes those Catfish Sumo spoons you all have seen in my videos. Won a bass tournament with them there a couple months ago and catch a bunch of skipjack and white bass with them. So you can check those out, catfishsumo.com. Well, I was going to show off it on the side of his kayak. It's on the other side. I couldn't even get your logo on there, Daniel. My gosh, but it's catfishsumo.com, people. He's got rods, reels, floats, hooks, the Sumo spoons that I love so much. He's got everything on there, folks. So, yeah, there's your plug, Daniel. Bills in the mail. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap on this video. Daniel and I had a good thing going out here this morning. As he throws some bait at me. We had a good thing going out here this morning until the sun got up and burned off the fog. Once that happened, our bite just died. But you know what? Before that, we got a few fish. Got that whopper blue cat. So, you know, this is my first time down here on this section of the river, and it did not disappoint. I am very happy with that fish. So me and Daniel here, we're gonna go get some lunch, finish catching up, and I am already looking forward to getting back down here again soon. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.